The field is already dark enough for the first stars to show. Tall grass moves around your ankles in slow waves, brushed by dusk air that still carries a little warmth from the day. Above the open horizon, the sky is not fully night yet, not fully light either. It is that in-between hour where everything seems unfinished, and maybe that is why it feels so familiar. Because there has been a place in you lately that does not know whether to keep hoping or finally stop reaching. Not because hope is gone, more because it became tiring to hold. Tiring to keep believing in something before there was evidence. Tiring to keep feeling the future as a question your body could not answer. The grass leans with the wind, then slowly rises again. Lean, return, keep opening. The rhythm is small at first, almost easy to miss. But the body notices it, the way the air moves over your skin, the way your shoulders do not need to stay lifted against anything here, the way the ground beneath your feet does not ask for certainty. It only holds. Somewhere far off, a low insect hum threads through the field, steady and alive beneath the widening sky. And what has been bracing in you does not disappear. It just becomes easier to feel. That familiar tension that waits for life to prove itself before it lets go. That careful place that learned not to get too excited too early. That old grip around possibility, as if wanting less might protect you more. The horizon deepens. A pale band of gold fades into blue. Above it, one star brightens. Not suddenly, not dramatically, just clearly enough that the eye returns to it. And maybe that is how change arrives sometimes. Not as an answer, not as a door thrown open. As one small point of light where the dark was not empty after all. The wind moves, the grass bends, the sky opens. Moves, bends, opens. And the body follows that rhythm before the mind understands it. Your jaw loosens a little. The chest has more room around the breath. The weight in your arms drops closer to your sides. Nothing is being forced. Nothing has to be solved in this field. The night is still becoming night. The stars are still becoming visible. And you are still becoming someone who does not have to rush the unfolding. There is a tenderness in that. Because some part of you has been living as if time were proof, as if delay meant denial, as if not seeing the next chapter meant there was no chapter forming. But the sky does not explain itself while it changes. It simply changes. Light leaves the edges of the field. The grass turns silver at the tips. The first stars become easier to count, though there are still too few to call it a full sky. And that may be exactly where you are, not at the beginning, not at the ending. In the space where enough has shifted to feel different, but not enough has arrived to feel certain. The body recognizes this place. It recognizes the ache of almost, the fatigue of waiting, the strange discipline of continuing when the outer world has not caught up to the inner movement yet. The wind moves, the grass bends, the sky opens wider. This time the rhythm reaches lower. Down through the hips, down through the thighs, down through the soles of the feet, pressing into the earth. And then the body drops. Not softly, not slowly. A real letting go. The feet become heavier, the legs steadier. The weight that had been hovering somewhere above the ground sinks downward all at once. A deeper layer finally stops trying to stay lifted for what might happen next. The field holds it. The earth receives what your nervous system has been carrying ahead of time. And for a few moments, nothing needs to rise back up. The sky darkens another shade. More stars appear near the center now, scattered at first, then slowly gathering into presence. It becomes harder to believe the dark was empty. It was only not fully revealed yet. And something in you knows that sentence belongs to more than the sky. Not fully revealed yet. Not over. Still unfolding. The wind shifts direction across the field. Grass that had been leaning one way begins to ripple another. A wide movement travels from the far edge toward you, a slow silver wave crossing the open ground. It reaches your feet, passes through the grass around your legs, moves beyond you. And the body understands something simple. Movement can pass through without taking you apart. Change can reach you without requiring panic. The next thing can arrive without needing you to abandon yourself first. A sudden streak of light crosses the sky. A meteor, brief, clean, gone before the mind can name it fully. The whole field seems to pause after it. The insects continue, the wind continues, the stars remain. But the meaning of the night has changed. Because for one clear second, the sky did not just hold possibility, it moved. And something in your chest answers. Not with excitement that tries to outrun reality, not with certainty. With recognition. The future is not closed. The story has not ended just because the next page has been slow to turn. The place in you that grew careful around hope does not have to disappear. It only has to learn that hope can be held differently now. Lower in the body, closer to the ground, less like reaching, more like allowing room. The wind moves, the grass bends, the sky opens. Moves, bends, opens. And now the rhythm feels less like waiting. More like becoming. The stars spread wider overhead. The field no longer feels like a place between what was and what comes next. It feels like the next thing has already started in a quieter language. A language the body can hear before the mind can prove. The cool air touches the face, the shoulders rest lower, the chest feels less guarded around the center. And deep in the body, where worry used to move first, there is a steadier space now. Not empty, open. The kind of open that used to come naturally when you were younger, before life taught you to measure every possibility against what might go wrong. Before hope became something to manage, before dreaming needed to be practical enough to feel safe. There was a time when the future could feel wide without needing to be explained. A time when a night sky was enough to make life feel larger. And that feeling has not vanished. It has been covered, guarded, quieted, waiting beneath the grown-up habit of staying reasonable. But here, under the stars, with the field moving around you like a living tide, that younger kind of hope stirs without becoming naive. It does not promise perfection. It does not erase what has been hard. It simply remembers that life is allowed to keep opening. Even after delay, even after disappointment, even after the mind has rehearsed endings that never fully came true. A few more stars appear near the horizon now, small ones, faint ones, the kind that only become visible after staying with the dark long enough. And maybe the same is true for what is next. Not everything announces itself early. Not every shift arrives loudly. Not every beginning feels like a beginning while it is happening. Some beginnings feel like steadier feet. A fuller breath, a little less fear around wanting, a horizon that no longer feels finished. The wind moves, the grass bends, the sky opens beyond where the eye can hold it. And the body is no longer waiting for proof in the same way. It is listening differently. The field stretches wide in every direction. The night gathers above it. The stars continue arriving without hurry. And somewhere in the nervous system, the old conclusion loosens. The one that said too much time has passed. The one that said the moment may have closed. The one that said if it were going to happen, it would already be clear. That conclusion does not feel as true beneath this sky. Because the sky is still changing. The field is still moving. The dark is still revealing what was hidden inside it. And so are you. Not starting over, not forcing a new self into place. Continuing. Becoming in a way that has been happening beneath the surface longer than you realized. The earth feels solid under your feet. The air feels wider around your chest. The horizon is no longer a line that ends the field. It is an opening. And the life ahead of you no longer has to be fully visible to be real. The stars keep arriving. One by one, then many, then too many to count. And what once felt like waiting begins to feel like timing. What once felt unfinished begins to feel alive. What once felt over begins to loosen at the edges, until the body can feel the truth of it. It is not over. It is still unfolding. The wind moves again across the field. The grass leans. The sky opens wider than before. And this time, nothing in you needs to chase it. The body stays grounded. The heart stays open enough. The future stays spacious. Somewhere beyond what can be seen from here, life is still arranging itself. Still moving. Still widening, still carrying beginnings that have not reached the horizon yet. And under the living sky, with the earth steady beneath you, and the field breathing in waves around your legs, the nervous system remembers. Possibility did not leave. It waited for enough safety to return. And now, quietly, steadily, without needing to be forced, something real is still becoming.